I'm not even going to attempt to butcher that name. It's on the top of the screen. I'm going to leave the map off, actually, because it's kind of irrelevant, actually. Well, it might not be. It'd be interesting to find out. Let's find out, shall we? Right. I need to select a loco, obviously, before it'll go. So this is Ponidzie. It's a little narrow gauge route, as you can see from our little narrow gauge loco. Right, so I do want to state, however, that this is this route will not work for the vast majority of you unless you already own Forum Peninsula. This route will not work, and you cannot get Forum Peninsula. It's not been on sale for quite a long time now. So apologies, but I thought long and hard about whether to show this, but it was such a good little route. I thought, well, for those of you that can't see it because you haven't got the route, why not show it so that you can at least see it? Right. This is old rolling stock, so that's why the sound sounds like a Black 5. I mean, the Project Platform was released, I think, 5 years ago or something daft. It's a really old loco, so that's why it sounds old. That's one of the reasons it's not available anymore, because it's just not up to current standards. But it's a lovely little loco, proper narrow gauge track. Right, so I'm just going to go and get some coaches and then have a run round. This is a loop. I'll show you the route map once we get connected. Right, let's just get tucked into these coaches. Stay on the outside. We want to look at the scenery anyway. Trust me, we will want to look at the scenery. When did the route stop being sold? I can't remember. It's a long time. It was about 3 years ago at least this route stopped being sold. Oh, sorry, the Forum Peninsula. There we go. Let's go and get these coaches. This is some lovely little narrow gauge coaches. But to be honest, I don't really want to focus on the narrow gauge too much. I wanted to focus on what this guy has produced in terms of the route, because he's done some absolutely really clever tricks with some of the scenery, combining different bits of scenery together. Right, we're coupled up. So, before we go, let's just have a quick look at the map. So, it's a circle. It's a big circle with some other stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to run around all of this bit. And when we get to here, we're going to reverse and get these wagons. When we get back to the station, we're going to take the wagons off the back and just propel them up to here. Or pull them up to there. So we're going to have a good look at all of the route. Right. Forum Peninsula, spelled with a PH, P-H-O-R-E-U-M. It was an old product that was available a long time ago. It was a charity product, actually, for the railway children. It was done quite a long time ago, and it had a lot of help from all sorts of people around the community. So I'm not going to go too fast, because it's narrow gauge, and it's a bit hairy. You'll see some of the curves in this route as we get moving. Darkness Monster. Well, I don't know that much about the route. I know it's based on a real Polish route, but it isn't actually a model of that. It's just based on it. It's a fictional route. Ponidzie is its name. How long is this route? I have no idea. Not especially long. It's a little narrow gauge route. Strat Shadow, no, I'm afraid there are no narrow gauge things on Steam at the moment. But this is something I like. Look at this bridge. Made up with boxes, planks. I just thought that was really interesting. It's got a lot of narrow gauge character to it. This route is called Ponidzie, as it says on the top, just there. Tayron1, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Yeah, coal's in there somewhere. Remember, these things weren't meant for long hauling. But I love the variety on the scenery. I mean, it's really richly done. Don't need Dorito needs a whistle. Well, it's just a Black 5 whistle. The whole thing is Black 5 sound set on this logo, I think. Stephen Jams posted a link to the route in the chat for those that want to take a look. But if you want to take a look, you will need to you'll need to own Forum Peninsula. If you don't have Forum Peninsula, then you won't be able to run this route, I am afraid. I'm showing it so you can see it, even though you might not be able to use it. It's different to my normal, because I'd actually like to show things that you can take and have a look at yourself. But in this instance, I'm going the other way round. Colin Davidson Willits, the Train Sim song is going to be at the start and end of every stream. At the end of a stream, people can switch off. They're not missing anything if they don't want to see it. I'm sure that's probably a red light, but I don't mind. EP232, no, Forum Peninsula won't be. The Forum Peninsula had lots of, it was a complex project that had lots of people that were nothing to do with Dovetail involved with it, and so trying to get all of the copyright permissions and so forth to get it back on, given that it's actually, by today's standards, just not up to scratch, frankly. It's just not worth the effort. It certainly couldn't go on to Workshop because it has custom assets, tons of custom assets, like all the narrow gauge stuff. Little trams in there as well, I think. But it looked good in the screenshots, and so I thought I'd take a look, and it absolutely lives up to it. There really are some spectacular bits of scenery on this route. Of course, there'd be nothing to stop you downloading the route and retracking it. That might work. Those cars are massive. Well, no, the train is pretty small. Right. Oh, well, hang on. That's going to go bad. Didn't check that point. This is the problem with free roams. I forgot I'd left the loco there. Right, let's pull back and... and then we will flip the point. Yeah, I imagine the driver in the other train was sitting there going, Actually, if I was him, I'd have probably been just not thinking and running. That's the other loco that was included, which is a chorus-style loco. Right, where are we? We need to change that point. Let's set that through line. Right. Got a bit fast for these kinds of curves. Oh, did just about make it. Starts going uphill now. Oh dear, oh dear. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. I knew you could do it. I knew you could do it. Oh, all those cars are off, look. Get some boiler pressure back up. Getting the coal bit on the way too high side. Is there a running setting for the brakes? Yeah, they're in the running setting. Bit rickety round here. Oh dear, that bit of track looks like it's about to slide down there at any minute. It really does look like we're clinging onto the side of the hill here. JJ1208, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Poos! Sheeps! No, goats. I don't know. Animals! Yeah, train spotting space. Or is this like Old Town? Is that a train station in Old World? Looks like a train station in the country. Right, got another bit of a turn here, but I think we're actually going to... Oh no, we've got a down and then an up just coming up here. Look at that richness of scenery going back there. It's very nice. J Gaming, it does have a horn, but it's basically just got black vibe sound, so it's nothing particularly fancy. I missed a follow, did I? Tayron 1, Lemio62, JJ1208. I think I got you all. Thanks for the follows, folks. Right, we've made it to this this other area here. Fortunately, we already set the route through here. Oh, I'm going to put some brakes on. That's quite hairy. Look at this down here. Oh my word. It's got almost a Majestic Falls type track work on it. And roar up the other side. Roar. I think someone needs to go and get a spade and put some dirt in that hole. Doesn't seem like an efficient idea. Right. Don't go too fast. Last thing we need to do is to go too fast around this corner. Be a nice place to spot, wouldn't it? Put a brake on here. Need a jet train apparently, says OMG Trains. Here we go. Hey there, Mavadillo. Cheers, BNSF. See you later on, perhaps. It's another one of these rather clever bridges with all of the stuff that's been made up. Right, now we're going downhill a bit, so I'm going to put some brakes on. Some more brakes on. That's better. Got another tough section to come. Oh, colours on this route. That's interesting up there. Brakes off now. Gotta get up this hill next. I don't think we're gonna make this, or maybe. I have no idea if 2 coaches and a brake is actually a sensible load, but I guess we'll find out. There we go. We're up. A bit more climbing to do yet, but I think that's the lion's share of it. Down this other side of the hill there. Seriously, get a spade out, flatten that track out. Oh, apparently PTG Rail reached 4,000 subs today. That's epic. Folks, if you haven't seen BTG Rail's site, you need to go and have a look. Whoa, slow down, slow down. This is a real driving route. You've really got to watch what's going on with the terrain here. Back on another uphill section. Controlled. Right, now we're back on something a bit more normal. Where are we? We're red. Ah, so we're next right turn, and then we need to think about stopping. Football train crash. It does have a whistle, but it's just a Black 5 whistle. It's just got Black 5 sounds. It doesn't have anything new on it. It's a really old loco, this is. But it's still a really nice one. I do like these coaches. I do like these coaches. Alright, throw on some brakes, go around this corner nice and easy. Now shortly, somewhere down here, there's a turn we have to go and get our wagons. Apologies to the passengers on the service, but this is a working railway and you don't pay the bills, as much as you might think you do. Right, there's the turn, so we just get past here. And then we'll reverse back into the yard over there and get these wagons. Right, let's put the brakes on. Right, we are going to now reverse back here. So I thought what I'd basically I've concocted an artificial thing which lets us basically see more of the route. So passengers, I have none. This is probably about right. So, there's a few people asking questions, well, one or two people asking questions about TS16. If you're still not clear on anything, go to Engine Driver and get all of the answers to your questions on there. It has all been explained in terms of what is and isn't happening, what you will and won't get, and so forth. In fact, there was a really nice chart put up on Engine Driver which explained exactly that. So if you find that, maybe someone else can go and have a look and find the link to that. That would be excellent. Fancy way of saying he makes it up as he goes along. Well, pretty much. I mean, that's just about how I do it anyway. I like this this whole yard area in here. I thought that was quite nicely done as well. Codplopper, if you go on Engine Driver and have a look for the thing with the graph, which the flow chart, which explains what happens on 17th. Brakes all the way here because this is all downhill. That's going to make it fun to get back out again with more wagons. That's my only problem. I'm not entirely sure that having the trouble we've had getting up the hills. I hope we don't have too many hills on the way back. Right. This may not be a bright idea. But let's see, shall we? Some water in, some coal in. One in 18 that gradient is. Come on. That's it, you can do it. Fringe, I'm basically ignoring the signals because it doesn't matter anyway. Right. Almost back onto the main line. Hill's gone up, it's gone up to a 1 in 24 now. Let's put the cut-off full forward. Front's over. There we go, we made it. A little engine that could, this is, it really is. And just down here somewhere is the platform. So we've got to drive all the way down here. So we need to just set the points to go the correct way. Mind our speed. Certainly don't need to be doing that kind of speed round here. Little chairs over there. Have these quaint platforms and stations. Okay, so we are good now to get to the station where we need to run round. The way the track's winding around, very good. Right, we're on our way back to the where we started now. So I'm going to do some workshop routes more often. If you look on the spreadsheet, you'll see that I've got a range of workshop routes now planned out. If there's a workshop route that I've not done and I'm not looking at doing at the moment, then and you think I should, then let me know. And I will take a look at it, because I want to showcase, like I always showcase workshop scenarios wherever possible. I also want to try and showcase routes as well, because there's some really amazing routes that are available on Workshop, and I think it's only appropriate to A, show them, to give the authors their appropriate credit for all the work they're putting in, but also to let you know what other great content there is out there. XC Turbo Star, do I save the map lines? Oh, someone, do you want to... Oh yeah, no. It appears to be sort of all over the place, doesn't it, that map? But this is a fictional route, so that's fine. Going uphill again here. Right, so for those of you that have just joined, the route that I'm using here is called Ponidzie. It's a workshop route. However, most of what it needs to be able to run, specifically one product called Forum Peninsula, you can no longer buy on Steam. So the train and the track come with this Forum Peninsula route. So unfortunately, if you don't already own Forum Peninsula, you won't be able to use this route. And I'm showing it really so that you can see it, even if you can't run it for yourself. That's where we're going to be going in a minute to bring the wagons up to the top of the hill. So yes, unfortunately you won't be able to drive this because Forum Peninsula was taken offline for a number of reasons quite a long time ago now. Right, this is where we started, just here. So yeah, it's a loop. We've just gone all the way round. Why was the route taken down? To be honest, there's a number of reasons. Technical is one of them. It's an old route, old technologies. Graphically, it doesn't stand up. The physics are wrong. There was all sorts of things that made it awkward. It wasn't really. I don't think it was really selling much of this at the point it was taken down either. You know, people that wanted it had bought it. And because it wasn't up to standard, it was taken down. I think that's what it was anyway. I mean, I think it was taken down just before I joined the company. But there was good reasons for it, put it that way. That it wouldn't have met people's expectations. I think if you're going to do a narrow gauge route, you wait and you do it properly. Right, so I'm going to stop the train here, uncouple from the train, and go and get those wagons. Have we cleared all the junctions? We have. Alright. We've not got long now on this, folks. Got one more little line I want to run along, and then we'll be done. We'll get on with what we're doing next. Right, and let's change the junction and run around where we were. That's it. Right. There we go. Right, so what I'm going to do is run round to the back of the train, pick up those wagons, and then we'll haul them up the hill. Hopefully we have a little bit more luck. It's a steep hill, though. Devon, if you've got suggestions for routes, then the only place I can suggest you put them forward is on Engine Driver. I certainly can't help you get the routes made, as much as I'd like to. Right. Push it forward. And couple up. Right, let's just take the wagons. So we're going back now just up to this branch line. Wow, wobbling all over all that track. Right, so slow down a bit now, and then we'll... oh my word, look at that hill. We're going up there, look. We made it up to the thing. Come on, get a wagon or two over it. We'll be all right. Look at this hill. 1 in 12. What thinks we, folks? Do we think we have a hope? No? Off you go then, wagon. No? Off you go then, wagon. Alright, there you go, we can go. Apparently you need a couple of locos to get them up there. Whee! They're off. Hopefully we'll get there before they derail in another scenario. We're 1 in 17 now. Cheers, Victor. Still on a 1 in 17. Wow, this is a heck of a climb. I think we need something a bit more powerful than this steam engine. It's like, do you want the good news or the bad news? The good news is we got to the top of the hill. The bad news is only one of the wagons made it with me. Sort of concerned about the boiler pressure here. So I'm sitting here on full power with full cut off, and no wonder nothing's working. I would normally go back and have a look at look for those other wagons, but to be honest, the idea was to look at the route. We've looked at the route. Knob Allen wants a DD40X. Yeah, that would do it, wouldn't it? Get Big Boy on here. Last one in 22 on top of the hill. Need a double fairly. Yeah, that would do a much better job, wouldn't it, Odrin? Right, and we've made it. That's all we wanted to look at, really. That was the hill we just climbed. The wagons presumably are frozen. There you go. The wagons are frozen because the physics isn't executed once you move away from them. No way those logs are fitting in that wagon. I wouldn't want to load this wagon with anything. Crikey, can you imagine the scary ride you'd have trying to bring this train back down the hill if it was any heavier? It was, yeah, that wouldn't be fun. Okay, so that was Ponidzie. I think that's how it's pronounced. It's quite some detailed scenery even back here away from the track. The track's over here somewhere, isn't it? There's the route over here. So it comes round there and goes up there. And up there. Right. That was Ponidzie, and the author's name is at the top there. As I said, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. I'll probably offend someone's mother. Right. So, what we should do now is have a look at something else. Okay, right, let me switch it back to changing route.